Growing in containers is a great way to extend the space you have available, or if you have no space at all, it's a great alternative to not growing at all. So we've got two different containers here. We've got just a regular, probably 3-gallon pot. We've drilled holes around the bottom, and then this is a 2.5-gallon bucket. We've drilled holes around the perimeter and on the bottom. We've filled these both up with homemade compost. Now, if you make your own compost and you feel that you may have weed seeds that didn't break down because the temperatures weren't high enough in your compost pile, 3 consecutive days at 160 degrees Fahrenheit, this would be a great use for that because it's controlled. If you have weed seeds, it's very easy to pick them out rather than distributing this on your actual raised bed or ground garden. So we're going to plant onions and leeks in these containers, and you might think that that's a little crazy, but it can be done. And we've also got it in a tub here, just a plastic container, so we can bottom water. We can put 2.5 gallons in, and that'll be adequate, and it will wick the water up that's necessary for the plants. The key to a container is the smaller the container, the less soil, the quicker it's going to dry out, and it's a death sentence for your plants. In the ground garden, they can sometimes manage to get the necessary moisture out of the soil. In a container, when there's no moisture, that plant's going to die. So it's pretty close to growing them as you would in the ground or in a raised bed like we have in the past. I'm growing some purple globe onions here. These are intermediate day, which would be ideal for the central portions of the United States. We're in Wisconsin, a long day onion. So we're going to put these in because we're wanting to see how they do. We know that they're probably not going to bulb up tremendously. We want to see if we can get some bulbs out of them. Anyway, so with this container, it's about 10 inches across, 10-inch diameter. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do 4 onions is what it's going to essentially be. And we're just going to take 4 of the best onions, good roots on them, and we're just going to put them in there. Now I'm going to trim the tops off in a moment. I want to get 4 of the best ones. That one's got 1 root on it. I'm going to bypass on that because I've got other ones here that's got better roots, and I want to have the best chance. There we go. All right. There we go. Now these have been fed with Moo-Poo tea, and we're going to water both of these in with Moo-Poo tea once we get them planted. Let's see here. That's a good one. I got 2 good ones here. Yeah, that one there. Okay. Both of these are requiring full sun. Onions could manage partial sun, which is 4 to 6 hours, but 8 hours plus is ideal. And that's about all you're going to get in that container. Now with the leeks, because leeks are, you're looking for the root portion, that bleached portion, we're going to plant them deeper. And really, this is about a 7-inch bucket here. I'm going to put 3 in. I think that's going to be a safe number to put in. And just kind of do it a triangle. American flag leeks is what we have here. I'm just going to take the really doesn't matter because they all got decent roots on them. Okay, and you want to plant them. You don't want to. You could trim these back, but we find it to be better to leave them intact. Tops of the green onions will trim back, but the leeks we won't. So we want to bury the leek. In a container, I'm going to go ahead and bury it as deep as I'd want it to be. In traditional ground, you would normally dib it or make a ditch and plant them in. But since I'm in a container, I'm just going to go ahead and plant them extremely deep so that bottom portion gets bleached. That one doesn't look healthy on the top. That one's tore up. By planting a lot of starts, you have the option of finding the best one. Oh, here's one here I want. There we go. All right. And we'll bury that one deep. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to end up trimming these back, but I'm going to fill the reservoir up here with just regular rainwater. And the nice thing about the containers is right now we are in an area where it's going to get pretty much sun all day. We've got a tree above us. As the days and the tree fills in, we can take and move this anywhere we need to in the yard to get adequate sunlight. So the water will be able to wick up from the bottom. I'm going to top water to get the soil hydrated. This is authentic Haven brand Moo tea. And those are 2 items that you can grow in a container regardless if you have ground or not.
For more information, please visit thewisconsinvegetablegardener.com.